So today we're going to be talking about Sword Art Online episode 61. Excuse me, Hunter x Hunter episode 61. I love how this came first because the manga and the anime actually came way back in the day. Yet it's so similar. Sword Art Online is so similar to this. Like the setting, the setup, and just the atmosphere in general really reminds me of Sword Art Online. Or Sword Art Online reminds me of this, but you know what I mean anyway. This came first, obviously. I was just like, why did I watch Sword Art Online if I have this? Of course there are different scenarios because that one focuses more on romance, and I'm sure that's not going to be in this particular series. But watching this episode, the way it was set up and everything, and learning the rules and whatnot, it feels like a cross between Yu-Gi-Oh and Sword Art Online. Like throw Yugi and MMO type of atmosphere with his cards and duel in there, and there you go. That's what it felt like. This episode pretty slow, mostly explaining the rules. Important part of this episode, I would say, is we see Gon's resolve, and just really that he's not into none of the dirtiness of people and whatnot, and he actually respects his father, and I like that. Like, he got pissed off with these people talking crap about his father, and like, well, not about his father, about the game that his father created and whatnot, and he got pissed off about it. So it shows that he cares about his father and whatnot, and that's probably a big part, because at first it's hard to tell with Gon. He's really, like, it's even been stated in the series before, he's hard to predict. He's not just he has the innocence to him, but there's also another layer to him, and I like that about the character, and I like seeing it fleshed out with episodes like this, where slowly we get to see more layers of him and just his resolve, and in general what type of character and personality this kid has, and I really enjoy that, honestly. If I had to compare, like I said, it's like a cross between Yu-Gi-Oh and Sword Art Online, and like Gon would be Yugi, the innocent kid, but he also has badassness in him, and I guess Killua will be a more deadly Joey Wheeler. And I'm sorry if none of you know what I'm talking about, but it just really clicks completely for me with this. It's like another favorite part of my of this episode for me personally was when Killua looked at the guy after he casted that spell on him. It's like, what did you do? It's like Killua is such a beast, and I loved the little hints around just how much Gon has really changed his life, and he loves being around him because he gets to be innocent and just enjoy things, and it's nothing like the life that he previously lived. So you really get to see that Gon changed Killua for the better, and he just loves being around him, and that's so amazing to have a person that really just brings you from the depths of despair and just a lifestyle that you don't want to live, and somebody that can take you out of that. That is truly just something out of this world, undescribable. So I understand how the character feels as well, and just overall the good aspects was stuff like that. Other than that, the rules part, it was like I felt like they kept on explaining stuff like that with the magic. Like, I kind of get it, pretty much you can't harm people with the magic, supposedly, the cards and whatnot. Basically, you could use those, I guess, for other tactics and whatnot. And I also have a little prediction. I'm not sure if we'll ever see those guys again, but from the way those guys set up, it almost seems as though, like, me being suspicious of them, maybe they set that guy up to put the trap on them, so that way they'll trust the one guy that approaches them and be like, okay, yeah, we'll join you. It almost seemed as though it was very suspicious in a setup, so I don't know, maybe that's just me. Again, overall, I like the character development for Gon and Killua. Just that was probably the most important part of the episode, but all the rule explanation and whatnot, I just felt like I'm in Yu-Gi-Oh all over again, if you know what I mean. And the Sword Art Online thing, it's just really comical for me, honestly, to see like where all these series get inspired from, because Hunter is from back in the days. I believe the Hunter manga came out in like, what, 97 or 96, somewhere around there. So, well, of course this part in particular wasn't back then, but nonetheless, early on. And to see where all these series get inspiration from, and just see the beauty of this, because, animation is flawless, and, a lot of different things about this episode. So yeah, like, with the slowness, it still has important parts that I definitely recommend watching an episode like this, because it gives you more to the characters, and you just get to peel back more of the layers of who they are. That girl that they showed, the little girl, that she seems as though, I don't know, very smart type of thing. Maybe she's the game master and she's gonna fuck with them. I'm sorry, just too much. Sword Art Online, Yu-Gi-Oh on the brain right now, too much. Maybe that's the game master and she's gonna mess with them or whatnot. I don't know. Maybe that's Jean for all I know. But yeah, that's all I have for this quick review. In a nutshell, pretty slow pacing as far as just because there was so much explanation, but there is importance with character development for Gon and Killua, as well as getting to see this little girl and the setup and everything. Pretty much it was just a setup with some character development and just getting an explanation on rules and whatnot. So that was pretty much the episode in a nutshell. Still some enjoyable aspects here. here and there. I just wish we would get a little bit more action, because it seems like the action really slowed down ever since the end of the troop arc. So pick back up a little bit and we'll be good to go, because with character development parts and stuff like that, it just really gives you meaning to the character and really helps you to latch on to them even further. So yeah, that's all I really have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Hunter x Hunter, because you can see how many series I've taken inspiration from this series. You know, one way or another they were inspired from it, and it's really great to see how much one series can inspire that many. You know, of course, some people will say, no, Dot Hack inspired Sword Art or whatever, but I don't know. For me, I was getting that Sword Art feel with this episode. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.